Get in the cart.
Right at us.
The best in the business, Roger Cleveland.
Can't wait to get back to Chicago in this one.
This is Party of Fore, a Mistwood Golf Club podcast. We have now reached the end of July. It is the Party of Fore podcast. I am Ben Hutchison alongside PGA Director of Golf, Andy Michelson.
How you doing, Ben?
Pretty good. Just want to get everything feeling right and comfortable here. We have also starring Scott Hogan.
Also starring. There you go.
Gentlemen, how we doing?
Feeling
Doing
good.
great. Yep, feeling good. It's hot. It's hot. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, always
Very
tough.
hot.
Always tough this time of year.
Have you been getting out, taking care of that lawn?
We have a problem right now. It's weed season right now, and it's an issue. Nobody's allowed to come over to my house right now, so Andy just drives by. Andy, I don't have to worry about Andy.
I wouldn't even.
He doesn't notice it, but
I wouldn't know. I don't even notice it on my own lawn. So you're cool. You're cool with me. I have inexplicably a weird tree in my front yard that's shedding all its leaves right now. So that could be a problem. Probably need to cut that thing down.
Yeah, my lawn's getting a little dormant. I've been neglecting it. Ben says that's okay. Superintendent Ben said that's okay. But I just haven't been taking care of it. You know, once it gets hot, you kind of get out of that excitement of the lush green lawn.
yeah, it's going to be now. It's a chore. Now it's a chore to get there and actually do it. So,
All right, what do we got, Ben? This is like minute 26 content. What are we doing
We just
here?
had to get the update there off the top. But if anyone is still with us, let's talk about
I wouldn't be.
let's talk about Scottie Scheffler. It almost seems trivial and routine at this point for him to win tournaments.
And he actually has acknowledged that.
yeah, interesting week for him.
Yeah, we just start the week and going, the preparation is more the thing than the win, and I totally get that. It's totally understandable. You expect you expect a different high when you win an event than what actually happens. Like what actually happens is it's all the coolest part of winning an event is like the last 3 holes of how you got it done, more than like, hey, I got this trophy, or hey, I got this or that. So that's what he was trying to explain, and he was doing a terrible job of explaining it.
My favorite part is it's like the scene in Good Will Hunting where he's telling him like how easy it is for him to do the math. Like it's basically what Scottie Scheffler did. He's like, you know how easy this is? It's so easy for me to win golf tournaments. It's
Exactly.
This is a joke. So
Exactly.
And everybody else is looking around like, man, this is not easy.
And then he goes out and was it the one of the bigger larger margins of victory we've had in a major recently. So
Yeah. Would it end at 6, 7, whatever? It was
yeah,
huge.
the margin was at least it was 4 or 5 maybe, but still great. Yeah, he just kind of whatevered it, and I think he was even par on the back 9.
Right.
So
Can you put it in perspective, winning a golf tournament? Because everything I see, everything I'm around, it is so hard. It's an individual thing, and he's doing it at the highest level at a very easy level.
yeah, I mean, I can't talk to the highest level by any means, but like I was saying with winning a golf tournament, it is all about the cool stuff is the fact that like your preparation is paid off, or you're just having such a really good, strong, focused mindset for the week has paid off. But I totally get it. Like when you leave there or after he's done like all the trophy stuff, he's right. What did he do? He probably just went somewhere, had dinner with his family, and like no big shakes. And next day he's doing at the Happy Gilmore premiere. So it's so much of a life goes on. I mean, it kind of teaches you though what he teaches is like don't dwell on things, like just keep going. And he does so much better of a job in that than Rory McIlroy.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to make him different, right? Mm-hmm. For eons, forever. Is because Rory, what did he lose? Oh, he lost the U.S. Open last year, and he took a golf sabbatical.
Yeah.
Right. And great players just move on. Jack Nicklaus always talked about that. He goes, if I lost, I can't even remember or tell you a shot that I hit from a tournament that I lost, but I can tell you every shot that I hit from a tournament I won.
You see that in other sports too. You hear the stories like Mahomes, they lost the Super Bowl last year, and that was on Sunday night or whatever, Monday morning when they're leaving, and on Tuesday he's in the gym working out, getting ready for the next year. And it's just you keep going, and just that's what the really good ones do.
Yeah.
They win it, enjoy it for a
And
few
that
minutes,
was
and
all
that's it.
Scottie was trying to explain.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And everyone's like, what? Like, this makes no sense. Yeah, guys don't sit, like, newsflash, guys don't like sit in their living room like this with, like, the elite ones that sit on like this with their trophies and watch TV. Like, it's in the cabinet there, but they're moving on. They're moving on to the next thing.
Mm-hmm.
There were no dirty diapers to change at the end of this one, so
No.
that was good.
Dude, I'm not cool enough to. Is it a meme or a GIF? But the one where the kid's arms just hanging out, and it's like, what's the big deal? We do this every Sunday.
Yeah.
That's the best. Like, look at his face, confused. He just got his arm out. That was the best.
I think the impressive part too is when you watch it, like you hear what he's explaining, and then you hear, you see it too on the golf course. Like he doesn't dwell on shots either, right? Or
No.
like he's easily the best at that.
Yeah.
Where what Lee on the first hole, Lee did what you're supposed to do, which is hit it tight, right? Like
Yeah.
he hit it to 4 or 5 feet or whatever. And, they're like, oh, that's what you have to do. You got to get in and make Scottie think you're there. And
He
then
doesn't
Scottie
care
hits
about
it to,
you.
yeah, he doesn't care.
He doesn't care about you.
He hit it to a foot. And that's it. He just does his thing.
Yeah. And then I liked how Ted Scott, like, let him have his fun. Like, all right, you can hit this stupid shot. All right, hit the lip, came back in. Let's refocus, and we'll play golf again the way we play golf. Mm-hmm. That was his first. What was it? That was his first or first score above par since they said like Friday on the 8th hole.
That's nuts. That's
No.
nuts.
Like, okay.
And there's some wind. It wasn't like super calm. It wasn't bad, but
Yeah, I mean, it was perfect weather for a British Open. Like, too good.
Yeah.
But
we need more chaos than that.
Yeah,
We need that.
we like messy chaos.
Yes.
I think it's that course is a good blend of everything. It's got a modernish links feel. It's not like, you could say like some of those old links courses that are a little bit shorter. They have to gimmicky it up, or it is gimmicky.
St.
There's,
Andrews.
like, why the hell do you need 150 bunkers on any golf course? This one has like 50.
Yeah.
But just strategically put in the right spots, still has that very strong links feel and strong links course. So, I mean, anything can happen. If the wind was blowing, what did Lowry shoot? Lowry was like,
I think he finished
high
a couple under.
Yeah.
But
Like single digits.
he had that. Question about that. I thought we took away you can't look at video and like slow it down and zoom in microscopically to determine a penalty anymore. Because they did that to him on Friday.
Yeah.
I think it was Friday.
Would it be so was that the production team, or was that the actual rules official doing that?
I think they pointed it out on the broadcast, and that's what brought everybody's attention.
Yeah.
And because they were like zooming in, they're like, "Oh, hey, that moved."
Yeah.
And and then they're like, everybody's looking at it.
And so that's why probably Lowry makes that comment of, and so the production team kind of screwed him.
Yeah.
Saying, hey, I don't want to get roasted on social media, so I should probably take my penalty, even though, like, you definitely couldn't see it.
Right. Like, and it didn't affect anything. I mean, the ball moved. I had a hard time even seeing it when they showed it.
Yeah, I didn't think it moved either.
Right. Which, if you're not sure, like he took a practice swing next to his ball, and the ball slightly rolled. That's the penalty, and so he didn't replace it. Now and he hit it, so that's 2 strokes.
Yeah.
But that I thought that came up a few years ago with like a U.S. Women's Open. I think it was like Nordquist or somebody was in the bunker on 18 at Cherry Hills, and like they caught her grounding her club or something because they saw like a grain of sand move.
Yeah,
when it went back, and it's like, all right, where are we at?
Right. I think we need. I think we need a continued refocus on intent. Mm-hmm. I mean, in a whole nother realm, we need a continued focus on, if I didn't cause that, should I be penalized for that?
Right.
I mean,
I have more of a problem with the people that like slam their club behind the ball, 30 times.
yeah,
checking the line.
that's not what he was doing.
Right.
Yeah,
It's like,
it was a beautiful lie.
yeah.
And it just, but you could tell it was like hanging up there like on a tee, and just the grass kind of wilted. Like it wasn't even him, right? That's the terrible part about it. he didn't actually do anything to affect it. I mean, you've got just like a bundle of grass holding the ball up, and like a little fleck of wind could have shifted a leaf blade, and the ball like oscillates a little bit.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. So, I mean,
I don't
know. Just crazy.
What do you think fast food wise Scottie Scheffler is? What do you think is his restaurant? We've talked about, what's your slumming it meal, but where do you think he goes?
Whataburger.
I was going to say Whataburger down south.
Yeah,
like he's a White Castle type.
I was thinking
but-
even more boring. I was thinking like a number one at Chick-fil-A or something like that. Like give me the plainest chicken sandwich with no pickles.
I've seen a video where he does like a huge Chipotle order, and he's got like the Chipotle. It's like apparently like the order that you ask the questions, they'll give you more meat. So if you say this and you're like, okay, they put the meat on, then they put a normal amount, and you're like, oh, and I also want this. But if you tell them it at the start, they do half and half.
Yeah.
So he's got that figured out. So apparently
Got
he's a
it.
Chipotle guy. I mean, he hung around Austin a lot and all that too. So, I feel like that's a Chipotle type thing.
I just can't. I can't do Chipotle a lot. It's too bland. It's too Mexican-ish. If I'm doing Mexican food, I'm doing Mexican food. Like it's just
You want to be on the Taco Bell spectrum.
I mean, it's less spicy.
That's my
It's
spectrum.
like less spicy than Taco Bell.
Which we're not confusing Taco Bell with actual Mexican food.
No, Taco Bell's
That's its own
Taco Bell's
category.
not great.
Yeah.
From a source, if we talk about,
I love Taco Bell.
Taco Bell's fine.
I love
Taco
Taco
Bell's
Bell.
fine at certain times. I will say their meat's probably questionable.
Yeah.
It's probably not grade A.
Hey, before you go to your source, the internet obviously doesn't lie. Scottie Scheffler has expressed a fondness for cheeseburgers, stating they're his favorite food. He even includes cheeseburger sliders served Scottie style on his Masters Champions dinner, fries on the patty. But it does say he has an affinity for Chipotle and is known for a very specific order and method of eating it with a spoon.
That was some big J journalism right there.
Yeah.
You're a freak, Scott, that you knew that he does Chipotle.
I do the half and
I saw
half.
it all over.
Literally, I go to Chipotle, and if I say barbacoa, and they start pinching off amounts of meat there,
What is barbacoa?
it's like a spicy shredded beef. It's my favorite.
What's the one? I always get this confused. What's the one that's like the face or the head? It's the cheek meat. You have a name for it? I always thought that was barbacoa.
I mean, there's carnitas.
Oh,
I don't know. Lengua, is that the tongue?
we're really.
I don't
We're in
know.
the weeds here.
Yeah, we're
This is why we should just have a chef in the corner here on the program who could ask any food questions.
Yeah, three of us get excited.
What were you going to say? Sorry, you were going to talk about something special.
my inside source on Taco Bell. So I knew somebody that worked there about 30 years ago, and instead of getting like all the stuff prepackaged, you actually made the meat there at Taco Bell. So they would come in. It would come in dog bags, like the 40-pound dog bags of meat, and you dump it on the grill. And he said basically when you dumped it on the grill, the color of the meat was just a shade towards pink versus white. And the stamp on the outside of the bag was fit for human consumption. Not a grade of meat.
Yeah.
Not grade A, grade B. Just said fit for human consumption. And then they had like literally, he said literally physically 5 pounds of spices per like whatever that bag was that you would dump on there. So like it was like noticeably heavy that you're dumping that much spice to basically make it edible for people. So,
I'm unbothered.
and that was about the same time that they said, what was it, feed corn in the chips, which I think their chips are pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll take feed corn all day long if that's what it is. I mean, it's good chips.
Oh man! All right, well let's keep it moving.
So we'll put,
'Cause now I'm hungry.
We'll put that in with the grass at the end. We'll just shift that content.
No,
that's bonus
we're
cut?
straight
No.
through.
Okay,
we're
got it.
straight through.
Okay.
The more content, the better. That's what the world says.
Trying to get sponsored by Taco Bell.
Yeah, we could try. Just don't talk. But we'd have to take that meat section out though.
Yeah. It's
So
really good.
as we move closer to the Ryder Cup, there's chatter every single week about it. Where do we stand with the U.S. team, gentlemen?
I am jacked up about Chris Gotterup.
Yeah, he's on the team. Gotta be. I am. You're joking? I am.
Well, no, I think Gotterup's in.
Yeah.
I would be.
Guy's a stud.
I mean, it couldn't be actually a more fitting time with Keegan Bradley being being the captain. He is number 7 or 8 in the world right now.
Playing captain.
You should be a playing captain.
Oh yeah. If I was one of the guys in the top 6, I'm going to him and saying, "We need you."
You are playing.
We need
you right now.
Can they do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You sure as heck know that after getting burned, you won't see Spieth.
No.
You won't see Thomas.
You
won't see any of Zach Johnson's friends.
Thomas is automatic qualifier right now.
What?
I know. I looked this up. He's number 6.
How bad
How?
is the U.S.
I know.
team?
We're in trouble.
What is going on?
We're in trouble.
Man.
We
Really?
Yeah. I mean, like, who do you,
Holy smokes.
if you start going down the rankings, like Morikawa's up there, but he's not an automatic.
Yeah, I mean, Morikawa's had
He's falling.
He had a good year last year. He had an okay year this year. Just no wins.
He's in the. He needs to come to the wilderness workshop. How to get out of the wilderness right now. That's where he is. I mean, we're changing caddies every like 3 weeks, and
Yeah, I mean, he brought his old coach back, which was good, but like it doesn't seem like they're talking much on the range and stuff like that. Yeah, that's a tough team, isn't it?
Ben Griffin.
It's crazy how much that team changes every 2 years, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like you can't. Besides like 2 or 3 guys, like you can't consistently say who's going to be on the American team, but you can darn near say the top 5 on the European team now for the last 2 or 3.
I think you get down to you probably have 10 guys on Europe right now that all right they're on, and then you have the last 2. One of them, you go Rory Oberg, you go Rahm, Fleetwood. You're gonna go Victor Hovland.
Yep.
You're probably gonna have Rasmus Højgaard on,
and like we're saying, it's gonna be there's auto 8 that are gonna be on this year's team.
Yeah,
they're gonna be on the team 2 years from now.
Yeah, they're all young.
Yeah, they're just gonna keep going. It's gonna be kind of that Ian Poulter, Lee Westwood feel, like just kind of.
The U.S. has to shift into the role of, hey, we are now the European Andrew Coulthard team, and somehow we still win against like Tiger and Phil. We got Tiger, we got Phil, we got all these guys. We got Hal Sutton in a cowboy hat over there, and yet we get destroyed.
I remember watching the '95 Oak Hill when they got beat, and I was like, I haven't heard of any of these guys.
Yeah.
Sevy's 10 years past his prime, and just absolutely mutilating these. I mean, it was crazy.
Bring Tiger in. Who knew? He looks ready to go. He's at the U.S. Junior right now. He's suited up to play. So
I think all signs point to Patrick Reed.
I know
needs to be on this team.
I said that, and then he played so bad at the Open.
Reed needs to be on this team.
I'm with you there. I think DeChambeau's on. I think he's the 3rd. He's an automatic, I believe.
Keegan,
he is.
Keegan came out and said he was on the
announced,
team.
Yep.
Yeah.
He came out and said that.
Yeah. You need him. I mean, Dustin Johnson actually played somewhat decent golf. Like somewhere recently.
He's such
it's
a
like,
casual golfer now.
Yeah, but like
So casual.
Does he have like the ability just to like hit the ball?
He doesn't scare anybody anymore.
I know. He doesn't.
He's
I
not
forget
scary.
I forget that he plays golf.
He's not scary at all. At all. But neither is Chris Gotterup.
And Russ Henley.
And Brian Harmon's backdooring onto this team.
I know. It's brutal.
He is backdooring onto this team for sure.
Why does JJ Spawn's name keep coming up too?
He had
he's there.
Because he just won the U.S. Open.
But he had one good week, really. I mean, he played. He only had the
He made the cut.
That's what I'm saying.
Players
Made
too.
the cut at the Open. So
yeah,
you get a boatload of points
Yep.
for doing those things.
He's got
but
points.
like again, I think you need guys that hit the ball and put the ball on the green.
That's JJ Spawn.
I know, but does he drive it good far enough for Bethpage?
Like JJ Spawn is like a cut version of Zach Johnson.
Yeah,
Zach Johnson was a little bit more clutch with his putter, but
I don't know how that worked out in the Ryder Cup with Zach Johnson.
he was always good. He was solid. He had one. I mean, everybody had that bad singles match at Medina, but I remember him being like really solid there up until that.
Yeah, I mean,
Until the end there.
Yeah, we're trying to find Hunter Mahan or somebody here. Like we're into that like realm of like we got to find the next one of those.
Is that just our fault for like? Okay, so I would go this route. Is that our fault for being sucked in to the sexiness of what we're defining as a good player?
Yeah.
Is that our fault? Like guy has to bomb it.
Yeah.
Guy
Well, that's where the game is gone.
yeah.
And but in this format, I think it values, when there's pressure and all that that's added, I think it values in a match play scenario. All right, can we just have guys that are constantly putting pressure on the other team that, hey, we're just not making mistakes, and that kind of wears on you as you go. Yeah. And that's just,
Do you put any value in the caddies? Like caddies that have been in it before? I'll tell you what, man, I'm so just convinced on how bad Rory's caddy is. The decisions Rory makes on the golf course are so bad.
Yeah.
Like he had a chance to do a little run there on Sunday and like made critical mistakes. Like he's standing dead middle of the fairway and he's between 5 or 6 iron.
Yeah.
On whatever par 5 that is early in the round. And his caddy like is just a mute, just puts the bag in front of him, lets him pick whatever. Rory, every time Rory's trying to hammer it, his body gets out in front, his arms get behind him, and he hits it 9 miles right. And what does he do? He hits it 9 miles right and like barely saves par. That should have been a little 5 iron, middle of the green, easy 2-putt birdie, maybe chance at eagle. He does that all the time. All the time.
I think Rory is the European version of the problem you were just talking about.
Yes.
Yes. He's the guy that, hey, I just got to send it all the time. And obviously that works in a lot of scenarios in today's game. But then that's kind of why the British Open's slowly, it might be number 2 for me now, just because you kind of get tired of watching the bombing golf. And at least there, like you do have to hit your ball in a good spot. And you have to, the conditions are going to determine that you need to hit a certain shot. And if you can't, you're in trouble. And so, a lot of the courses we play or that the U.S. team is playing, you can hit, there's so much talk now of like, just learn your shot, your stock shot. And that's all you have to do. You don't need to work the ball. You don't need to do any of that. You can't do that over there because even if you do it based on how the slopes are, if you hit a draw off of one of these slopes, it's going to hit so hard that it's going to kick and it's going to go into a bunker or into the weeds or whatever. And you just can't do that. So that's Rory too. He just slings that draw and sends it. So when it sets up well, he does well.
Yeah, I just feel like we're getting. I mean, Scheffler just is the whole package. So we're so spoiled by that. And we did the same thing with Tiger. Like you had to like compare everybody against Tiger. But I mean, are we missing the Corey Pavins that are standing right in front of us?
I'd love to see that.
Right? Like I feel like we're defining golfers only by one aspect, and maybe JJ Spawn is the next dude. Maybe these guys are the next dude. I definitely think you have to ship it a little bit.
I think Fleetwood kind of fits in that category because he's not a major
but he doesn't
bomber.
win. He doesn't fit in any category. He doesn't win.
Don't get me started.
I'm just
you
saying
have to win golf tournaments.
But he doesn't win because of his putting.
Yeah.
But he does like shape it and move it, and he hits shots. Yeah. So he is fun to watch on that.
Is he scary though in match play? Like how was Corey Pavin? How was Corey Pavin and Tom Lehman as a team like the most lethal team we've had in like the last 30 years? They would beat everybody.
Those guys were ball strikers that just put the ball on the green.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. I mean, if you're sitting there and you have 2 balls on the green, 20 feet away, you don't have to have it like hit it close. I mean, your shot gets harder. It just does. Like you're like, all right, I got to get one on, or I can't. They're already there. So yeah, I think that's just a huge deal. And then that's why the U.S. excelled at whistling. They can just bomb it. Bryson's driving the first hole. That's a different type of pressure. Yeah. Now they're playing at Bethpage where you do have to be long, but you can't overpower that golf course necessarily. Like you have to put the ball in the right spot so you have a chance to play it.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
At least that's my
U.S. Opens that we've seen there too.
That's what I've seen. That's my simulator golf experience, which that's all that matters. So
it's fair.
It's real golf.
Yeah,
it's real golf.
All right, well, let's keep the show moving. This segment of the show is brought to you by Misfit Golf Club's world famous lobster roll. We have hats available at the trailer on hole 14. Be sure to get out there. Have you guys had one? I know you've had one.
Yeah,
I
that's great.
It is. It was delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little free advertisement there.
Yeah.
We'll make sure Mistwood takes care of that bill.
Yep.
All right. Well, I did want to talk about, you guys talked about Tiger Woods a little bit. I want to talk about some college recruiting. Charlie is entering that, and there's been a lot of talk about that as well. Where do you begin when recruiting Tiger Woods' son? I mean, don't just say Stanford, because that's where, where do you begin? Mr. Woods, we'd like to talk to you guys.
I would think like FSU might have an inside track. They're pretty attractive right now. They just got Miles Russell, right? Or
Yeah.
a verbal commit from Miles
Yeah.
Russell.
Yeah. Texas, Florida.
How much do you go for the team? What would Charlie Woods want to value in a school? Because he doesn't need the facility necessarily.
I think you're right. The facility kind of doesn't matter as much.
Because he has that.
Yeah. But you want to be kept honest. You want to be fighting for a spot. You want to be playing against literal PGA Tour quality players.
Yeah.
That was the cool thing about Texas as Scheffler's coming through and Spieth's coming through. Like, no one was talking about Scheffler. Everyone was talking about Spieth.
Georgia.
And those programs where you're 3 or 4 guys deep that are, are playing on the PGA Tour.
Yeah.
When I played UT Austin or UT Golf Club or whatever, and that was what's the twins?
Cootie, Pearson, and
Cody. So the twin brothers. So you've got them, and then there was 2 other guys that are going to play PGA Tour. That's the team you want to be on.
And they had Hostler there too.
Yeah, you don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to be. And their practice facility is awesome. Their course is awesome, right?
I think so many of the practice facilities in college too, they've gone away from university courses.
Yeah.
Arizona State for me, they don't have a course anymore. They get rid of that. You go play, you can get on the golf courses that you want to play. So they build these practice facilities that are incredible.
The SEC has got an arms race going on right
Tennessee
now.
I went and visited that one. That was outrageously cool. And that's probably obsolete now.
Yeah, you got places that are paying, NIL's happening in college golf too. I mean, you're paying kids. We just had a kid from Bradley get paid to go to Arizona. Had a good spring, good fall, and I was like, hey, you want some money? Yeah, come on down.
I think that's where the recruiting's going now.
Yeah, it's gonna be NIL.
Yeah, I think that's actually better for some of these because the recruiting game was nuts. It was 7th, 8th grade. We got to lock in kids because we just got to get them. But now, with transferring being so easy and NIL, we don't have to go that route anymore. Let's go scout lower programs and find kids that have played D1 golf and have shown they're successful, and we'll fill our program that way.
I do think, unfortunately, just the limited experience we've had here with our own players is it's hard to explain. It's opposite of how the system should work, right? The parents and the coaches for some reason want to commit these players right away, and I get that. They want to already be all right, let's line this thing all up sophomore year when we're able to talk to the player halfway through the summer between sophomore and junior year. Let's get this thing wrapped up. Let's go. You don't know who the player is yet.
No.
Right? And I know that's important for the college to do, but you also don't want to have a lemon. You want the kid that's hungry, humble right now. And it's I almost wish those were pushed back one more year. I know there would be panic for the coaches, and I know it would almost make for a crazier scenario. But
interestingly, I think it will in 10 years. I think you're going to see it start moving back just because these big programs were the ones that started pushing that because they had to battle, and they're all battling for those phenom, really young kids. So then that trickled down. But now almost all of these programs, other than Miles Russell,
they all have to do it. They all have to do it together because if one feels like it's doing it the right way but getting left out of the early talent pool, then they're going to feel like they're screwed.
There's always going to be a Miles Russell that you're all right, we're going for him.
Yeah.
early. But
100%. Yeah, that kid's got everything. But, like, the late bloomers just getting missed.
yeah, you're going to have so much less of that, I think. And then you're going to be, I think unless it's an absolute superstar, you're going to just see transfers go into these big schools, like the Power 5
That's a
conferences.
shame, too. Like, transfers are too easy.
It decimates your mid-majors because now those are just feeder programs.
100%.
It's happened in every sport, football, basketball. We see
Yeah.
with March Madness, none of these guys were on the team. So I don't know. I think that was part of what made it special is growing with the team over the years. And now it's a case of just who can we bring in?
So back to Charlie. He's going to Stanford.
You think he'll go to Stanford?
No, I don't, actually.
I don't.
I didn't know
His daughter is.
Tiger's
right?
other
I
option.
don't want the rise and grind of Stanford. Right?
No.
I want the ease in there of FSU. If I'm him, I'm
His
going.
daughter's going to Stanford, right?
Oh yeah, I mean she should. Yeah.
But
Is he elite D1 golfer?
Charlie,
Yeah. Is he there yet as far as perspective?
I think so.
physically he is.
Yeah.
I think so.
And he's getting a lot closer mentally, I think, where he's actually putting scores up in big events.
Well, he won the tournament in what, May?
Yeah.
Like I've always said, I would love if the last part of my career, if I was a college coach, because like I just feel like somebody like that with that high of a golf IQ is going to find a way to be good.
Yeah.
Like he's got all the tools
He's got
too.
ball speed.
He's got all the tools, but like that IQ, man, it's hard to teach.
He hit that one shot in the tournament that they showed at like Stream Song, that like unnecessary pitch from like the front of the green that he spun in there. It was so unnecessary, but my God, it was good. It was so good.
No, what I was going to say is I didn't know Tiger's other option other than Stanford, what the two schools it was down to. Do you know what the other school was?
No.
UNLV.
Wow.
I have
That
no
would have been
idea.
a disaster.
That's a disaster.
I'm just saying, how would that have changed everything as far as, apparently it was UNLV and Stanford, and he chose Stanford year of. So you talk about years ahead of time.
that was
signing.
Tigers.
Tiger.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's surprising that like OSU wouldn't have been in the mix in his mind.
Yeah. I mean, gosh, have you been to UNLV?
I have.
I did level 1 for the
I
PGA
just can't
there.
be there for more than 3 days.
How do people go to school there?
Right.
You
It's just
literally
right
can
off
see
the
the
strip.
strip
Yeah.
from your classroom.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For Tiger, that would have been a major problem.
Yeah. I don't get it. I mean,
It's just building, desert strip.
Yeah.
That's
It's a wild thing.
you want to be there for 3 days max. I would
Yeah.
not want to be there for an entire semester. No way. No chance.
3 days in and out of Vegas. Yeah.
So
We had a special Roger Cleveland fitting event here. A little Q&A with you, Andy. How cool was that to see him?
Yeah, I think that's awesome because of the fact he was the OG. A lot of people give credit, Vokies I know are really popular and other wedge brands are popular, but he was the OG. If you look at like the sets that, I don't know if you were old enough to inherited an old like set of Wilson staffs or an old set of like, the old Hogan Apexes or whatever. What was the sand wedge in that set?
588.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
The sand wedge was whatever the extension of the pitching wedge was. The sets I got, right?
Yeah.
It was the staff. If I got a set of staff tour blades, it was the staff tour blade. Big chunky bottom. Didn't give a crap about bounce or anything like that. It's big chunky bottom.
Just get out
flat
of the-
bottom.
get
Very
out of the
heavy.
bunker.
Right? It was like your whole set would be like D1, D2, and this is like a sledgehammer going in because it's just like just dig it in the bunker and hopefully the ball pops out. So what is most revolutionary that he doesn't get credit for, or he should get credit for, I should say, maybe he does, is the fact that he created an entire category. It's not just a sand wedge. It's not just used out of the sand. And then also he, by doing that, revolutionized the way the bag was. I also know in my set that I received from my dad, set of 1977 Wilson staffs, my dad was never lower than a 10 handicap, but he had 1 iron through sand. 1 iron,
Yep.
2 iron, 3. Nobody has those anymore, right? And so I think what he did was he shifted the focus to what actually mattered in the bag, right? You actually were putting lob wedges in. Like, lob wedge wasn't even a thing. I mean, lob wedge wasn't a thing until the last 25, 30 years.
Like when I was just getting into high school.
Yeah. So, I mean, lob wedges, sand wedges, that tweener, that realizing that 56-degree sand wedge and a 48-degree pitching wedge, there's some space there. Probably should put a gap wedge in there, right? You didn't see any of that stuff prior to that. So, yeah, it's fascinating how far the game has come just because kind of one man challenged the boundaries of it. So, yeah, super, super cool to have that relationship. Just to have an icon like Roger out here is really cool.
Save some of that excitement and energy because we're going to pack all that into our next episode come early August. But for now, that'll wrap up this one. Thank you, Scott. Always good to hanging out.
Always good to be here. Thank you.
Any last-second grass tips or anything? We got some rain coming.
No, we'll probably get Superintendent Ben back on an episode here pretty soon.
Ben owes me the robots now for a night because he attacked me with them. So,
oh, man.
That was the best.
Different story for different day, but at the end of the day, those robots, they didn't touch you.
they did not.
You're okay.
They were very safe.
They did not, but
We
man,
will
that was
see
funny.
all of you next time.
Bye-bye.
Get in the cart.
Right at us.
The best in the business, Roger Cleveland.
Can't wait to get back to Chicago in this one.
This is Party of Four, a Mistwood Golf Club podcast.